Many of you watching deep down have a Sigma male within you, and what you have to understand is that girls treat Sigma males differently. And I've mentioned in previous videos that girls have different types of rules for different types of guys. And so often, girls let Sigma males get away with things that they would never, ever let other types of men get away with. And if you truly are a Sigma male and you choose to lean more into this character rather than denying it, what you're about to learn are 5 ways that girls will begin to treat you differently, so you will know what to look for. Now, these 5 behavior patterns that girls give off towards Sigma males also happen to be the ways that girls tend to act towards men who they view as attractive or who they view as high value. So if this describes the type of man that you are, with that said, let's get right into it. Number 1, submission. Now, if you're looking for the number 1 sign that girls view you as a Sigma, look no further than submissive behavior. You see, when a girl's in the presence of a Sigma male, she basically cannot help but become submissive. And while under this spell, she will do things like look at you with wide eyes, and she will unconsciously put her body in various positions that women typically use to attract a male's attention. Now, the reality is that most Sigma males are actually more attracted to females who they view as being closer to their own value. And so these are the girls who can match a Sigma's incredible intelligence, confidence, and curiosity. Now, the type of girl that bores a Sigma male more than anything else is the type of girl who is extremely dull, superficial, and who has little intelligence. You see, the thing about submission is that when a girl fully allows you to lead the interaction with her, this is a behavior that girls only reserve for the men who they feel extreme attraction to, or the men who are what they view to be within the top 1 to 10%. Now, if you see a girl giving you unconscious signs of submission, such as tilting her head down in a way that she would do when taking a selfie for Instagram, or you see her playing with her hair a lot, or exhibiting contractive rather than expansive body language, these are all signs that a girl is showing submissive behavior, and it might just mean that she genuinely feels like she is in the presence of a Sigma male if she is doing these things around you. Number 2, pursuing. Now, the unfortunate reality for the bottom 80 to 90% of men is that girls rarely chase them. But if a girl views you as a Sigma male, or if she feels extreme uncontrollable attraction for you, she will be the one who pursues you rather than the other way around. You see, genuine Sigma males, like men of great value, are actually exceedingly rare. So when a girl finds herself in the presence of one, it is almost an intoxicating experience for her. Never forget that women are primarily emotional creatures, which simply means that they tend to be more sensitive and emotional than men, which means whenever they do feel emotions, these feelings tend to be felt significantly more strongly, and they tend to be significantly more difficult to control than they would be for men on average. And this is simply the way that they have been designed, because if they weren't like this, they wouldn't be able to care for children as well as they do. And so as a result of the power that emotions have over most girls, it is really difficult for them not to pursue a man who is able to stir up their emotions so powerfully, such as the way that a Sigma male can. See, Sigma males, by their very nature, never chase after the girls, and this is what inherently makes them so attractive and worth pursuing in the eyes of most girls. Now, if after most interactions with girls, you find that these girls begin pursuing you so aggressively that you have to change your phone number, then you, my friend, are a Sigma male. In a world filled with so many weak-minded men, the presence of a Sigma male is literally intoxicating for women, and when you really truly see it from this perspective, it's easy to see why girls go so absolutely crazy for a man of this caliber. Number 3, when girls find themselves in the presence of a true Sigma male, something really curious happens, and there's a little something I like to call the Sigma effect. And what basically happens is that the girl slips into an almost trance-like state, and while in this state, she will look and talk to you as if you are the only person in the entire world. Like, she will talk to you as if nothing else exists. And the same thing happens to men when they are in the presence of what we would call a 10 in terms of physical look. Now, the Sigma effect is a very real thing, but you can never trigger it with only your looks alone. Most guys don't actually realize this, but the primal trigger for attraction in girls is not actually looks at all, and instead it is confidence, and confidence is really just another way to describe strength. And since every Sigma male is absolutely dripping with confidence, even if they aren't super eager to overtly show it, most girls find themselves completely intoxicated when they are in the presence of such a man. So if you start talking to a girl and she seems incredibly nervous and she looks at you in a way that makes you feel as if you are the last man on planet Earth, there is a really good chance that she actually views you as a Sigma male, and as you already know, these types of men are treated far more favorably than the average man. Number 4, time. Many men out there find it unfair that most girls give them very little attention and very little time. And this is because girls only tend to give their time and attention to men who they view as high value or men who they view as extremely attractive, such as men in the top 10%. Now, the bottom 90% of men usually are left fighting like dogs over scraps of food that have fallen under the table. And so when girls view you as a Sigma, trust me when I say that they will make time for you. So if you text a girl and she says that she is free pretty much any and every time that you text her, you can rest assured that she views you as not just a Sigma male, but a high value man who is in the top 10% of men. What so many guys out there fail to understand is that every single girl out there has plenty of time. Most girls are just sitting around watching the Kardashians all day, just waiting for the perfect man to come and sweep them off of their feet. And that's the type of man that they will make time for. You see, girls are exceptionally good at giving the illusion of being too busy for you, but they only do this to guys who are not Sigma males or not alpha males. And if you truly are what we call a Sigma male, you will find girls making time for you anytime that you talk to them. So if they are not doing this for you yet, as long as you keep working on it, eventually girls will give you all of the time in the world. Number 4, voice inflections. Now, one of the ways that girls treat Sigma males differently has to do with a little something called voice inflections. Now, what this means is that when a girl talks, normally her voice will sound not too high and not too low. However, when a girl is in the presence of what she views to be a high value, masculine and dominant man, such as a Sigma male, the sound of her voice will actually change. And what you'll typically notice are inflections that occur at the end of each sentence, which is basically just a change in the pitch of her voice, usually to the upside. Now, a lot of girls, when in the presence of a man that they find incredibly attractive, will unconsciously change the pitch of their voice so that the pitch remains high, not just at the end of each sentence, but for the entire duration of everything that they are saying. And what's actually happening here is an attempt by the girl to make herself seem more feminine or to make herself seem more submissive and thus more attractive. Now, it's kind of like how men unconsciously lower the pitch of their voice when they are around a girl that they like, because a lower, deeper tone signals the presence of testosterone, which is the type of thing that girls are very attracted to and the type of thing that they are looking for in a man. These are 5 ways that girls treat Sigma males differently, but they are also something like unconscious signals that girls give off when they are around a man who gets them excited, so to speak. So if you're not noticing these signs when you're interacting with girls, it might just mean that they don't necessarily view you as a true Sigma male. And so it might be time to dig a little deeper and unleash the dormant power that you've had inside of you all along. And with that said, as always, until next time, thank you guys so much for watching.